Hello and welcome to the Global Electronics Report. It's Friday, May 4th and my name is David Burford. Today's programme is sponsored by Comet Group. LG has acquired lighting company ZKW Group in a deal worth €1.1 billion. In the agreement, LG Electronics will have a 70% stake in the company and parent company LG Corp is buying the remaining 30%. The combination of the companies is expected to result in leadership in the global lighting sector and autonomous vehicle components. ZKW Group, that has a presence in markets throughout Europe, China, Mexico and the United States, will continue to be managed by the current CEO, and its operations include 9,000 employees. The BBC has reported that Chinese smartphone maker Xiaomi has filed to list on the Hong Kong stock market. The move is expected to raise $10 billion. In addition to China, Xiaomi is a major presence in India, where it is a main rival to Samsung. The rules of the Hong Kong stock market have changed in order to attract more technology companies, and the decision will be a boost for the territory. Kimbo Electronics has announced its third quarter figures. Net sales for the quarter stood at $284 million, an increase of 22% on the same quarter last year, which stood at $233 million. Operating income was $11.2 million, up on the $9.5 million for the same quarter in the previous year. CEO Donald D. Sharon attributed the figures to very strong growth in the medical end market, helping Kimbo achieve 9 consecutive quarters of growth. EV Group has started the construction of a new manufacturing facilities at its headquarters in St. Florian, Austria. The new building, dubbed Manufacturing 3, will double the floor space for the final assembly of EVG's systems. In addition, the site will have an expansion of its warehouse space and a new delivery area with a dedicated packaging site designed for clean room is to be created. Join me after a quick break for more electronic stories.
At the Comet Group, we live by a pioneering spirit, great ingenuity, and an enduring passion for solutions that lead the way.
After a review of strategic options in February, Nokia is planning on selling its digital health business to Eric Carrill, the co-founder and former chairman of Withings. The portfolio of the digital health business includes consumer and enterprise products and manufactures hybrid smartwatches, scales and digital health devices. The transaction, that is expected to close in Q2 of 2018, is part of Nokia's focus on becoming a business-to-business licensing company. Equipment supplier Europlacer has experienced its best ever trading year and has appointed 2 new staff for its key territories. Tony Wood has been appointed to sales of Speedprint and Europlacer and distribution products across the north of the UK. And Andy Lee has been appointed to service support on the A-Leader range countrywide. EMS provider Season Group is investing its additional equipment at its UK site to strengthen the company's capabilities and increasing the value they bring to their customers in the UK and in mainland Europe. The addition of the Unicomp AX8200 HR X-Ray and A-Leader ALD 625 Pro AOI machines will allow Season Group to better serve customers and achieve their long-term growth objectives. Last week, the electronics manufacturing industry was in Shanghai for the Netcom China show. Global SMT and Packaging's Editor-in-Chief, Trevor Galbraith, was there and spoke with Mike Skinner, editor of US Tech, where they shared their views on the show.
Okay, so welcome to the roundup from this year's Netcom China here in Shanghai. I'm delighted to be joined by Mike Skinner, who's the editor of US Tech. Great to see you, Mike.
Thank you. It's great to be here.
So here we are again, one more Asian show, but it's interesting to see there's quite a buzz actually around the show. A lot of people are actually saying to me that it's busy. They're doing good business here this week, so it's nice to see China actually resurging again.
I agree. Yeah, this show last year, the same thing. It was packed. The traffic is here. I think there's a few or less exhibitors here, but the atmosphere is it's dynamic here. And I know over the last 2 years, last 3 years, there were a couple of years where growth was a little flat, but last year was a boom year. All of a sudden, nobody was expecting it, and we're seeing things like from all the traffic to where all these companies are talking about how their lead times are expanding by months. They're saying they can't even get simple mechanical parts now that they had easy access to before.
The full version of this interview can be found at Global SMT TV. That's it for this week. Thank you to our sponsors, Comet Group. Technology with passion. Check back next week for more top stories from around the electronics world.